No one thought they'd see him again. For years, fans carried the heartbreak, convinced that Ty Borden's chapter had closed forever. But now, the unthinkable has happened. Heartland Season 19's trailer has dropped a bombshell. Ty is back, not in memory, not in flashbacks, but in a way that's left the entire fandom shaken. What does this return mean for Amy, for the ranch, and for the future of Heartland? Let's dive into the truth behind the trailer that's got everyone talking. Section 1, the shocking return that no one expected. The very idea of Ty Borden returning to Heartland seemed impossible. After his tragic death in Season 14, the series spent multiple seasons exploring grief, healing, and resilience. Amy's journey especially became a central emotional arc. Her quiet strength, her struggles as a single mother, and the moments where she tried to open herself up again. So, when the Season 19 trailer confirmed Ty's return, fans didn't just feel surprised, they felt the ground shift beneath their feet. The trailer doesn't give everything away, but the hints are clear enough. Ty's presence isn't symbolic, it's real. There's a new energy in the way Amy moves, in the way Lindy smiles, and in the silence that says more than words. This is not just a nostalgic callback. This is a storyline shift that's about to rewrite everything we thought we knew about Heartland. It raises questions the show has never dared to explore before. Was Ty ever really gone? Could there have been something kept hidden from the viewers and characters alike? Season 19 promises to unravel the layers behind his return slowly, deliberately, and with the emotional weight that Heartland has always delivered so powerfully. Fans have always trusted the writers to treat Ty's legacy with care, and this comeback shows that they haven't taken that responsibility lightly. Amy's emotional arc has always been deeply connected to Ty. Their bond was the heartbeat of the series, from young love to married life and then heartbreak. Watching her rebuild her world after losing him gave the show its emotional backbone in the past few seasons. But now, everything changes. How will Amy respond to the return of the man she's mourned for so long? How does a person begin to accept the impossible? The Heartland Ranch, as always, remains the setting for these deeply personal transformations. Season 19 looks to recenter the narrative around the legacy of love, the mystery of healing, and the power of second chances. But this won't be a simple homecoming. Ty's reappearance will undoubtedly carry weight, emotional, psychological, and perhaps even conflict-driven. His return will challenge not only Amy, but the entire Heartland family to confront the truths they buried and the wounds they thought had closed. And Lindy? The little girl who grew up hearing stories of her father, feeling his love only through memories. How does she process meeting the man she never truly got to know? Her world will be flipped upside down, and the emotional stakes of that father-daughter bond will be one of the most powerful threads of the new season. There's no doubt the writers are crafting a story that will pull at the deepest heartstrings. This kind of return isn't about easy answers. It's about redefining what loss means, what love can endure, and how far people can go to protect each other. Sometimes even through silence and sacrifice. Heartland has always been a show rooted in realism, but it's also been a story of hope. And maybe, just maybe, this is hope's boldest chapter yet. Ty Borden's return isn't just an emotional twist. It's a seismic shift that threatens to unravel everything we thought we understood about the last 5 seasons. If he's alive, then what really happened after that fateful shooting in Season 14? Did someone know the truth all along? And why now? Why has he stayed hidden for so long? Season 19 is shaping up to be more than a continuation. It's a revelation. From the few subtle clues scattered throughout the trailer, one thing is clear. Ty's return is not without pain. His reappearance doesn't come with joy and celebration. It comes with confusion, suspicion, and unanswered questions. There's a sense that not everyone at the Heartland Ranch is thrilled to see him. Jack's expression carries the weight of something unspoken. Tim looks torn between rage and relief. Even Lou, always the family mediator, seems caught in a storm of conflicting emotions. This isn't just about bringing a beloved character back. This is about consequences. If Ty chose to disappear, what was he protecting? If someone else made that choice for him, who had the power and the motive to do it? Season 19 dives deep into the shadows of Heartland's peaceful past, revealing that beneath the surface of the ranch's tranquil beauty, there have always been secrets waiting to be uncovered. One theory gaining traction among fans is that Ty may have been part of a witness protection program or forced into hiding due to threats tied to his past. His work as a vet often brought him into dangerous situations involving wild animals and unpredictable owners, and in earlier seasons, he even had brushes with the law. Could something from that past have come back to haunt him? The trailer doesn't spell it out, but the tension it creates is thick enough to cut with a knife. Amy's face in the trailer tells a story of emotional chaos, shock, disbelief, and a flicker of something deeper, fear perhaps, cross her features in the span of seconds. This isn't the reunion she imagined during her nights of grief. It's something much more complicated. How do you welcome someone back who left behind a life, a wife, and a child without explanation? How do you reopen a heart that spent years learning to close itself off? Lindy's reaction is likely to be the emotional anchor of this season. Imagine the moment a child, raised on photographs and bedtime stories, meets the parent she never thought she'd see. Season 19 has the opportunity to portray one of the most powerful storylines in television, rebuilding a family from the ruins of absence. But it won't be easy. Ty and Lindy don't know each other, and Amy may have to watch the man she once loved struggle to become the father their daughter deserves. There's also the ranch itself to consider. Heartland has always represented stability, tradition, and healing, but Ty's sudden reappearance threatens that foundation. The relationships, routines, and roles everyone has grown used to will be disrupted. Lou and Peter's family life, Tim's relationship with Jessica, and even Katie and Georgie's future plans could all be affected by the ripple effect of one man's return. And let's not forget Caleb, Ty's best friend. If anyone feels the betrayal of silence, it's him. Their bond was forged in fire, laughter, and years of working side by side. What will Caleb say when he learns that the man he mourned might have watched him grieve from a distance? The questions run deeper than plot twists. They cut into the soul of what Heartland stands for: trust, loyalty, and love. This season isn't just about Ty being back. It's about rebuilding everything that was broken by his absence, and discovering if some things were never as whole as they seemed to begin with. Season 19 promises to take viewers through a storm of emotions: betrayal, hope, anger, love, and everything in between. The return of Ty Borden isn't the end of the story. It's the beginning of the most intense chapter Heartland has ever written. Ty Borden's return has shaken the very soul of Heartland, but what comes next may be even harder than his absence. Because when someone comes back from the dead, figuratively or literally, it doesn't just restore hope. It forces everyone to confront the choices they've made in the wake of their grief. In Season 19, the Heartland family must navigate the painful gap between the life they've rebuilt and the ghost of the life they once had. The question haunting everyone is simple, yet impossible. Can they go back? For Amy, that question becomes a daily storm. Her growth over the past 5 seasons didn't come easily. She fought to be strong for Lindy. She faced each day without the comfort of Ty's support. She even began to rediscover herself. Her work with horses, her relationships with family, and maybe even the first signs of new love. Now, with Ty standing in front of her once more, all that progress feels like it's teetering on the edge. Amy must decide not just what she wants, but who she is now. The woman Ty left behind is not the woman standing in front of him today. The bond between them was once unbreakable, but time has a way of changing people. Can Ty and Amy find common ground again after all these years? Or will they discover that the person they once loved no longer exists in the way they remember? These aren't easy answers, and the writers are clearly setting the stage for an emotionally complex journey that doesn't rely on fantasy or fairy tales. It's about real people with real pain, trying to heal in the face of impossible truths. Meanwhile, the rest of the family is left trying to figure out how to fit Ty back into a world that has kept moving without him. Jack, who once treated Ty like a son, may struggle with feelings of betrayal. His values are rooted in honesty and accountability, and if Ty stayed silent for any reason short of life and death, there will be consequences. Lou, already balancing so many roles, mayor, sister, mother, will have her hands full trying to keep the family from tearing apart. And Tim, always ready to explode when emotions run high, may have more to say than anyone expects. And Lindy, sweet, innocent Lindy, will be caught in the middle. The emotional toll of suddenly having a father she never knew could lead to moments of confusion, rebellion, or even resentment. Her journey won't be simple, and Amy will have to guide her through it while figuring out her own path. Heartland has a chance this season to explore the deep psychological layers of what family means when it's broken, when it's mended, and when it's reborn. Then there's the broader landscape of Heartland Ranch itself. Horses remain the soul of the show, and season 19 will use those stories of healing, trust, and recovery to mirror the journey of its characters. Just as Amy helps a traumatized horse learn to trust again, she may find herself walking that same path. With Ty, with Lindy, and with herself, the ranch will once again become more than just a setting. It will be a reflection of the chaos and the calm, the old wounds and the new beginnings. As the trailer hinted, there will also be a growing tension throughout the season, a feeling that something bigger is coming. Is there more to Ty's story than he's revealing? Will the truth, once exposed, bring healing or devastation? And what does this all mean for the future of Heartland as a series? Some fans wonder if season 19 could be building toward a grand farewell, a final season that brings closure not just to Ty and Amy, but to every character who's grown up and grown older with us. The beauty of Heartland has always been in its balance of realism and hope. It never shies away from life's hardest moments, but it also never forgets the power of love, family, and second chances. Ty Borden's return is more than a plot twist. It's a chance to revisit the core of what this show stands for. That sometimes, even when everything seems lost, life finds a way to bring us back to where we belong. So, will season 19 be a new beginning, or the final goodbye? That's the journey we're all about to take, one emotional episode at a time. Heartland Season 19 is not just another chapter, it's a turning point. Ty Borden's return has reopened old wounds, reignited buried hopes, and challenged every character to face truths they've spent years avoiding. The trailer gave us just a glimpse, but what lies ahead promises to be a season filled with heartbreak, healing, and the kind of storytelling that makes Heartland more than just a show. It's a reflection of life itself, messy, painful, beautiful. If you've been with this series since the beginning, you know how much Ty meant to Amy, to the ranch, and to all of us watching. His comeback changes everything, and whether it leads to closure or a brand new beginning, one thing is certain. This season will test the very soul of what Heartland stands for. So, what do you believe? Is Ty's return a blessing, or is it the calm before the storm? Will Amy find her way back to him, or choose a new path altogether? Share your thoughts, theories, and feelings in the comments below. I read every single one. If you want to stay updated on every twist, every emotional moment, and every hidden clue in Season 19, make sure you subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell, and like this video to show your love for Heartland. This is the season we've all been waiting for, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second of it. Until next time, hold on to hope. Because in Heartland, even the impossible can find its way home. Ty Borden's return isn't just a plot twist, it's an emotional earthquake. After everything Heartland has taken us through, this moment feels like both a dream and a challenge. For years we grieved with Amy. We watched her raise Lindy alone, and we saw her fight to find herself again. Ty's sudden reappearance brings back memories, pain, joy, and uncertainty. But this is Heartland. Nothing is ever simple here. And that's what makes this season feel like the most important one yet. Think about what's at stake. Amy has spent years building a new life, one where she's had to be both mother and father. She's healed horses, mentored others, and tried to be strong even when she was breaking inside. And now, in just a few seconds of a trailer, everything changes. One look at Ty, and her entire world could come crashing down, or finally come full circle. This is more than just a reunion. It's a reckoning. Every character will have to face the truth about what was lost, what was hidden, and what comes next. Jack, Lou, Tim, Caleb, even Georgie and Katie, they all love Ty in their own way, and his return isn't just a gift. It's a test of loyalty, a test of forgiveness, a test of how far a family can bend before it breaks. And Lindy, oh Lindy, she's no longer a baby. She's growing up fast. And now she must learn what it means to love someone she never had the chance to know. Her journey this season could be one of the most powerful emotional arcs Heartland has ever written. Can you imagine the first time she reaches for Ty's hand? Or the first time she asks, "Why did you leave?" These aren't just scenes, they're moments that will stay with us long after the credits roll. Heartland has always given us more than stories. It's given us life lessons, quiet strength, and a reminder that no matter how hard things get, there is always a way through. And now, with season 19, the show is asking us to believe in something even harder, that sometimes the people we've lost can find their way back, not just in our memories, but in our lives. So what happens now? Will Amy open her heart again? Will the truth behind Ty's disappearance be something she and we can forgive? Or will this return tear the family apart before it has a chance to heal? We're standing at the edge of one of the most emotional seasons in Heartland history. And whether this is the beginning of a new era or the closing chapter we never saw coming, one thing is clear: this journey will be unforgettable. If you felt the goosebumps, if your heart raced when you saw Ty in that trailer, if you've been holding on since season 14, waiting for this moment, this is your time. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. How do you think Ty survived? Do you believe Amy and Ty still have a future together? What are your biggest hopes or fears for season 19? Like this video if you've ever cried, smiled, or found comfort in Heartland stories. Subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll be breaking down every theory, every reveal, and every emotional twist as the season unfolds. This isn't just a comeback. This is a story about redemption, about love that never truly dies, and about family, no matter how complicated it gets. Because in Heartland, even after goodbye, some stories are meant to continue. We'll see you in the next one. Until then, stay strong, stay hopeful, and never stop believing in the impossible. Ask ChatGPT.